This is the 12th video in a series dedicated to studying the 101 laws from the Code of the Success Mindset. In this video, we will explore the 12th law, the law of long-term vision. Long-term vision is more than a concept. It's a lens through which you see your future, even when the present feels confusing. It's the foundation of strategy, discipline, and transformation. Many people struggle financially not because they lack potential, intelligence, or opportunities, but because they cannot see far enough ahead. When the horizon is blurry, every decision becomes reactive. Every problem becomes urgent. Life becomes a cycle of survival instead of construction. But when you develop a long-term vision, you begin to live intentionally. You understand that the choices you make today echo for years. You stop stepping only where there is light and start lighting the path ahead. Long-term vision acts like a compass in a storm. Without it, you drift. With it, you navigate. Imagine someone like Anna, who discovered early that she wanted to work in interior design. She didn't rush blindly, she prepared. She saved money, learned skills, improved her portfolio, studied the industry, and positioned herself strategically. When opportunity knocked, she didn't freeze. She stepped forward. Now consider someone like Ryan, who had the same dream of entrepreneurship, but lived only for the moment. He got seduced by urgency, distracted by comfort, and swallowed by the present. He had passion, but no projection. Dreams without direction become heavy. Without a clear vision, he stumbled. Years passed, and he found himself older, tired, overwhelmed, wondering where the time had gone. This is the silent tragedy of those who do not understand the power of looking forward. Financial prosperity in the mature phase of life is not built by speed. It is built by consistency. At this stage, you understand that shortcuts are illusions. Fast money is expensive. Debt steals peace. So the question becomes, how do you build a future that is better than your past? The answer begins in your mind, with a vision detailed enough to guide your decisions. Picture your life in 5, 10, and 20 years. Where do you want to live? How do you want to feel? Who do you want to help? How much financial freedom do you want to experience? When the destination is defined, discipline becomes easier. Temptations lose power. Sacrifice becomes investment. One of the most important habits of prosperous individuals is breaking big visions into smaller steps. You don't build wealth overnight, you build habits. You don't build retirement in one decision, you build it in hundreds of decisions. Every course you take, every expense you cut, every skill you develop, every mentor you study, every book you read contributes to the architecture of your future. Long-term vision is the engineer of destiny. It forces you to think beyond today's fatigue, beyond this month's bills, beyond this year's frustrations. It teaches you that the mind needs a destination the same way a boat needs a harbor. But building long-term vision demands patience. Many people know what needs to be done, but quit when results delay. They plant seeds and dig them up every week to check if something is growing. That's not how life works. Growth is invisible until it becomes undeniable. The mature mind understands that roots come before fruit. Imagine the power of someone who dedicates the next decade to mastering one industry. Imagine the power of someone who studies investing consistently for 5 straight years. Imagine the power of someone who eliminates destructive friendships and builds strategic relationships. Small actions multiplied over time produce extraordinary outcomes. However, life is unpredictable, and long-term vision requires flexibility. Markets change, jobs evolve, technology disrupts everything, relationships shift, Health surprises you. But when the vision is clear, you adapt without losing direction. Goals are adjustable. The destination remains. You must be willing to adjust your sails without abandoning the journey. Prosperity is not linear. It's a dance between persistence and adaptability. A common mistake for people in midlife is focusing solely on short-term comfort. They avoid difficult conversations, delay learning new skills, fear transition, and cling to stability. But the price of comfort today is discomfort tomorrow. Financial freedom is built by courage. Courage to say no. Courage to start again. Courage to be a beginner in something new. Courage to face the numbers. Courage to acknowledge mistakes. Courage to invest in yourself even when others don't believe. Your long-term vision also determines your identity. You are not just trying to escape debt. You are becoming someone who never falls back into debt. You are not just trying to pay bills. You are becoming someone who builds assets. You are not just trying to survive retirement. You are becoming someone who thrives with purpose. Identity shapes behavior. When you see yourself as a builder, you build. When you see yourself as a leader, you lead. When you see yourself as prosperous, decisions follow prosperity. Surround yourself with people who reinforce your long-term vision. Environments have gravity. Rooms with small thinking shrink your potential. You need to be around those who speak about investments, opportunities, skills, entrepreneurship, knowledge, growth. Wealthy minds talk about decades. Broke minds talk about days. A mature financial mindset chooses rooms that stretch its vision. And don't forget, long-term vision is not only about money, it's about health, relationships, purpose, legacy, and fulfillment. Financial wealth without emotional wealth is poverty in disguise. But when you align money with meaning, you create a life worth waking up for. So ask yourself crucial questions. Who do I want to become in the next 10 years? What habits are shaping my future right now? What skills must I master to increase my earning power? What sacrifices today will buy freedom tomorrow? What kind of legacy do I want my children or loved ones to remember? When you visualize your future vividly, your brain begins to filter reality for opportunities aligned with that vision. You start noticing conversations, courses, business chances, mentors, and patterns that were invisible before. This is not magic. This is neuroscience. The mind moves toward what it consistently imagines. Do not underestimate the compounding effect of discipline. One new skill per year for the next decade makes you irreplaceable. One investment per month for the next decade builds quiet wealth. One book per week for the next decade creates wisdom that others cannot ignore. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10. In the end, prosperity is the harvest of intentional planting. If you don't choose your future, someone else will choose it for you. And nothing is heavier than regret. But when you develop long-term vision, regret becomes unnecessary because every day you plant something. Every month you grow something. Every year you harvest something. The future stops being a mystery and becomes a project, and you become its architect. Did you enjoy the content? Then hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, send this video to more people, and click to subscribe with notifications on. And if you're ready to take the next step to transform your financial life, check out the link right below this video in the first pinned comment.